Good morning, children.
Morning, miss.
Good morning, miss.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
miss.
How are you?
Fine, miss.
Fine, miss.
Miss.
Wow, happy to hear that. Then it's a pleasant day today, right?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Are you all happy and relaxed?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
Today I got a flower from my garden, so I felt so happy. It's a very common flower, but did you like this?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
miss. Yes, miss.
Okay, we all love flowers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Jasmine, tell me, which is your favorite flower?
My favorite flower is jasmine itself, miss.
Jasmine itself. So, Jasmine likes Jasmine. Very good. I also like Jasmine. Then, have you ever imagined that a flower is talking to you?
No, miss.
No.
Yes, miss.
I also
Sometimes.
have it. Okay, don't worry. But the great poet Khalil Gibran, he imagined so and wrote a very beautiful poem for us. And it's about flower. The title of the poem is Song of the Flower. What is the title?
Song
Song
of the
of the
flower.
flower.
Song of the Flower. Then, are you ready to study?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Take your textbook, page number 130. Okay, there you can see the picture of Khalil Gibran. I will read his profile. Khalil Gibran was a Lebanese artist, poet, and writer. His work, The Prophet, is an example of inspirational fiction, including a series of philosophical essays written in poetic English prose. This book has been translated into over 20 foreign languages. He is considered as the third most popular poet in history after Shakespeare and Lao Tzu. So, Khalil Gibran, he is not only a poet but also a writer and an artist. And his most famous work is The Prophet, which is translated into over 20 foreign languages. And he is a very eminent figure in literature who stands the third most popular poet in history. Okay?
Okay, miss.
Okay.
Today we are going to learn a very beautiful poem, Song of the Flower, written by this great legend Khalil Gibran. I will read the poem, look into your textbook. If you find any difficult words, underline it. I am a kind word uttered and repeated by the voice of nature. I am a star fallen from the blue tent upon the green carpet. I am the daughter of the elements, with whom winter conceived, to whom spring gave birth. I was reared in the lap of summer, and I slept in the bed of autumn. Did you find any difficult words? Anyone?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
Okay, which
miss.
are they?
Conceive and rear.
Conceive and rear. Conceive means to get pregnant. Okay? When a lady is pregnant, we say she has conceived. And rear means to bring up. When I am saying that my parents reared me up, it means my parents brought me up. Fine. So let's see what the flower has to tell us. Here, the speaker in the poem is the flower. And the flower is saying that it is a product of nature and it represents the goodness of nature. It is a kind word of nature. It represents the goodness of nature. And it also says that it's a star fallen from the blue tent upon the green carpet. We can see stars in the sky, isn't it?
Yes, miss.
So it's similarly, it's saying the blue tent here refers to the sky. And the green carpet refers to our earth, the green grassy earth. Okay. So it's saying that the flower is saying that it is a star which is fallen from the sky to the earth. And it's also saying that seasons have relation to its life. the flower is saying that she is the daughter of seasons, that she was conceived by winter season and spring season gave birth to her. We know that in the spring season the flowers bloom, isn't it?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Flowers bloom in the spring season, and the flower is saying that spring season gave birth to her. And the summer season, by giving enough light to the flower, summer season brought her up, reared our flower up. And we know that the autumn season, in the autumn season, all the flowers and leaves shed off, isn't it?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Yes. So the in the autumn season, this flower passes away or bids farewell to our earth. Okay. Is there any confusion?
No, miss.
No, miss.
No. Then let me check how many of you have understood the poem. Who is the author of the poem? Aisha. Aisha, are you there?
Khalil Gibran.
Khalil Gibran. Is the poet himself the speaker in this poem?
No, the flower is a speaker.
Yeah, flower is a speaker. Very good, Aisha. Then what does the expression blue tent refers to, Jasmine? Jasmine? Okay. Vani, can you say that?
Sky.
The sky. And what about the green carpet? Vani?
Earth.
Okay, Achu. Very good, Achu. And how are the seasons related to the life of flower? Nandakishore.
Hello. The life of the flower is related to the season. Winter conceived it, spring gave birth to it, summer reared it, and in autumn it passed away.
Yeah, very good, Nandu.
Thank you.
So you all understood the poem, right? And here are two poetic devices used. In this stanza, two poetic devices are used. The first one is metaphor. So, do you know what metaphor is? Okay. Metaphor is something similar to simile. Metaphor is also used to compare, for comparison, to compare things. And here in metaphor, we refer to something as being same as the another. Okay. It's the same as the another. We are not saying it is like or it is as. We are saying the same as another. Here you can see a metaphor. I am a star. The poet is not saying the flower is like a star, but instead saying that the flower is a star. Okay. And the other one is imagery. When we are saying the expressions blue tent upon the green carpet, did such an image came into your mind? A blue sky and green earth?
Yes, miss.
Yes, then that is imagery. The poet tried to bring the poetic device imagery through these expressions. Okay.
Okay,
Then
miss.
that's all about this stanza. The flower is saying about itself and also the role of seasons in the life of flower. The poem is written by Khalil Gibran, and also there are two poetic devices used here, imagery and metaphor. Okay, now let's wind up the class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, miss.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, miss.